Hi, Mitchell Levy, global credibility expert. And, I had the weekly Dear Credibility Expert, and I had questions to answer. And today's the actual day that rioters actually broke into our government because the president of the United States called for it. And no matter what I was going to say about other things, and I don't know what I'm going to say now, so my people say, get the mic out of his hands. I'm so I basically started watching. I was hiding. Hiding is a good word. I was doing interviews and meetings all day. As soon as I saw the headlines, but when I started watching the videos, I broke down hysterically. I am so disturbed that this is the country that I live in. I don't care who you are, if you're Republican or Democrat or whatever. Ugh, how could you possibly be happy that this is an example that you're setting for your children, for their children, for the world to see that this is us? Like there was an election. There was a process, whether or not you believe the electoral college is the right way to do it, given the information that we have available today, whether you think that's the right thing or not, there was a process. It even got brought to courts. The courts and everyone said, this is how it is. Now, when we teach people at youth, 5 years old, when you're in kindergarten, you're taught not to be a sore winner or a sore loser. You don't, when you win, rub it in other people's face. You don't, when you lose, say, I didn't really lose, somebody else did. I mean, I got cheated. That is something that happens before you're taught in kindergarten, before you're 5 years old. You may be a sore loser, but once you're taught how to be a good human, how to be credible, how to have integrity, how to show vulnerability, how to have the intent and commitment to do the right thing, how to be of service to others. Once you're taught these things, these are all elements of credibility. These are all elements of being good, fair, conscious humans that care about each other, not just about ourselves. So, I had a couple of questions I was going to answer, and instead I'm just going to rant for a couple more minutes and let you know that we are the United States, the world is in a state where more people act dubiously than credibly. The fact that we could actually be in the United States, in a country that would, the person who is the leader of this country would not only allow this to happen, but instigate it. Not only say this is wrong, but provoke it. Not only say, this is the worst part, that it's okay to hate. Hate is not a word that's part of, I believe, any of our vocabularies. It is not a word that is part of, particularly part of the Credibility Nation movement, part of what we're doing. It is a no hate zone. It's a non-geopolitical, dubious free zone. It involves having respect for each and every one of us. And at this stage, if you're sitting anywhere in the world, first, I apologize for what, and this is still, I live here, this is still my country, but this country is not acting the way I would like to see it, which is democracy, the Constitution, the ability for us to actually have and treat other people humanely. Other people is all people. It's to do the right thing. It's to allow those in charge, if you're the right people in charge, do the right thing. If for some odd reason this does not feel good at all. This feels very uncomfortable for me. So here's my call. When somebody does something knowingly that is wrong, that is bad, that is spiteful, that is hurtful, that person should be told what is wrong. And if they continue doing it, they need to be removed, excommunicado, removed from office. It's just not proper that if somebody is, and you take the word presidential, if you have the 10 components of credibility, you're presidential. That means you, at the highest level, care about those people around you, care about we as Americans have had, and I'm proud to say, the ability to share with the world what is democracy, what is a way where the people are comfortable with who we are and what we do. And we're in this massive transformation, and people are unhappy, and we're not helping those people who are unhappy be educated and lifted in a way that they can resolve their own happiness, or we could help resolve their unhappiness. And so it's time to start focusing on education. It's time to start focusing on what is credible, what is humane, and what is dubious. And let us choose credibility. Let's make this a better planet for this generation and the next. And let's not accept dubiousness. And if we're seeing it and it's out there, if there are ways in which we can fix that, let's make a conscious effort, not put Band-Aids on things, but make a conscious effort. But encouraging people to storm the institution, our government, and encourage that to happen, that's treasonous behavior. That shouldn't happen. And it's not the example I want to set for the world. It's not the example I want to set for the current generation or the youth. The example we want to set is something that anyone can look at who you are and be proud of you. And so that's what I want to leave you thinking about is what is a credible set of calls and action? What is humane in terms of treating other people with the respect and the stature that they need, regardless of who you are? And are you doing that? Are you being that conscious entity that people are proud and happy and interested in being around? And if not, how can you fix that? Because we have too much hate and violence and disrespect, and this country, what happened today is what happens in so many other countries that we in the past have been called bad, and now we're one of them. Anyhow, what I'll tell you is the definition of credibility with the components that make up the being known, liked, and trusted is powerful enough to bring humanity back to a scenario, back to us at least understanding what it is, so that we can act in a much more humane way. Anyhow, I have no idea what this rant sounds like. I would just like to say, if you want to learn more, pick up the book, Credibility Nation. Go to credibilitynation.com. It's a membership community where we are educating people on what does it mean to be credible and steps that you can take right now. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye now.